everyone, and welcome back to Jola Speaks. Thank you for joining me once again today. Today is indeed the day the Lord has made, and we are rejoicing and honestly gladdened by it. So we're going to continue learning from Dr. Adeyinka, and we've done it over the last 2 weeks, and honestly there's so much to learn. I have learned so much, and I know that you have learned so much as well. If you hadn't had a chance to yet, I would encourage you to go over the videos over the last couple of days. I think it's since about 2 weeks. It will be useful and it's very, very helpful. They are they're a bit shorter than the typical Jola Speaks, and that's because I was specific that one discusses one point at a go, because I didn't want us to lose the context and lose the germs that were shared. So this we're going to continue to the end of the week as well, learning from him. And today we're going to discuss God uses everything. God uses everything. And I was blessed by the episode, so I will stop now and I'll be back when we're done with the episode. So listen and learn like I am. See you shortly. And so for someone, and you probably shared some of the nuggets already, but for someone that is feeling like, oh wow, like God, you asked me to study, I don't know, be a doctor, and you're calling me to ministry or the finance sector, wondering, Lord, but I could have just done this from school. Why am I going through left, right, up, down? How do you encourage that person, feeling instead of confusion of, Lord, so what was the point in all this?
At times, also he uses indirect methods to take us to the final destination.
Yes.
The Israelites didn't have to go through the wilderness to get to the promised land.
True.
So when he brought them out of Egypt, God himself explained, I know a pathway, a shortcut,
yes,
that can get you to Canaan, but you have to pass through cities, and those people will fight you. We are not ready for warfare. You're not ready for the warfare. You can't fight. You have the gold,
yes,
but you don't have any war. You are not trained.
Also, their mindset
at that point was demoralized. And so God was like, let me take you through the wilderness. It was meant to be a 40-day journey. It became a 40-year journey. Because they kept failing the course, right?
Over
again. Up to 4 generations. They kept failing the course. But the logic here is that for someone thinking, but why did God make me study medicine? Because there could be many reasons why. But I say to you that there are also things that medicine would have given to you that have now formed a part of your calling. So never forget, the makeup of your calling is more important than anything. There's a nature to every calling. So I always say to people, there is a nature of your calling. Your ministry is an assignment, a message sent to a people at a particular point in time to achieve a particular purpose.
Yes.
There is a nature to your calling. If you don't get the prerequisites, it will be difficult for your ministry, your expression to flow. So for somebody who probably did medicine and has ended up in finance, if you go back and you think, why did God make me do medicine? It could be for 1,000,001 reasons. It could be because you could soon become an investor in the medical space. It could be because God was trying to teach you the power of empathy.
Whilst you're working,
because if you're not empathetic, there are things you can't achieve without empathy. And if you don't have that empathy, you'll be less effective.
It's true.
It could be that God is just trying to broaden your scope. So when Joseph was in Potiphar's house, he ran 10 curriculums or more in one go in a short space of time. Home economics, inventory management, accounting, sourcing, how to source for food items, value chain, supply chain, stock, cooking, people management. He was doing an MBA course in Potiphar's house.
Definitely.
And these are things we can't teach you in the classroom. They are things that are best experienced or acquired through experience. So he taught him. So when this young man was going into Egypt, was going into the government level, he was already cooked.
Definitely.
The things I have a theory, Jola, that the thing that he did to solve the economic crisis in Egypt were things he learned from Potiphar's house, scaled up.
Because he was doing everything there. Just my bigger scale.
And so God, why doesn't God just take me from here? Because he has to make you. So there's a making process. Embrace the making process. I read estate management.
Yes, actually, yes.
And I'm not doing anything near that
estate
today.
management.
I'm an associate professor of leadership ethics and entrepreneurship. I hated business in secondary school. I hated business.
Wow.
Like I could not stand to see a business book around me. I hated it. Now is my life.
Wow.
It's my life.
Wow.
But God took me through the path of estate management because we call ourselves jack of all trade, master of all.
No. Oh, that's estate management. Yeah,
because I had to do courses in almost every faculty in the whole university.
I see.
I did law. I did philosophy. I did economics. I did statistics. I did engineering. I did town planning. I did quantity surveying. I did building. I did geography.
Wow.
I did all those things because I'm now in a space where the kind of people I'm pastoring and the kind of people I'm speaking to are people across multi-jurisdictional influence, so I can speak to them because God has taken me through the background of it. So God didn't take me to estate management to sell houses. Even though I can get involved in real estate investments and I can sell houses, there was a deeper purpose to it. My capacity to comprehend diverse literature and be able to apply them.
That's a good point.
So now in my teachings, in my consulting, in my MBA classes, I kid you not, Jola, I was speaking with someone who was working in the biotech sector. The man told me, he said, sorry, did you study it? But I said, I didn't study it. I said, he said, you seem very knowledgeable for some of it.
Yes.
I said, well, I now remembered it's the training. The desire to know across board, reading wide, giving myself exposure. It came from that training.
Wow.
But I'll never have done that myself.
Exactly. I know, right? Wow, that's impressive. Okay. So today we learned from Dr. Yinka's experience about how God used everything. And we learned, even him as a person, he studied estate management and now he's into leadership and ethics, totally different topics. But he's able to really, take the knowledge, take the skills he learned from studying estate management into what he's doing today, both as a pastor and also, as a leader as well in academics. And it just shows that God uses everything. And maybe perhaps you feel like you're in a position whereby you've done so many degrees, you've done so much, in terms of education or academics, and I wonder, Lord, how were you going to fit all these things together? How will you use that experience? Or, I went through something, that was hard and painful. Lord, how will you use that experience, in my life? I want you to trust God, that for God to take you through those experiences, for God to take you through those learning opportunities, those skill development opportunities as well. There's a specific reason and purpose. I know that whatever the reason and purpose is, will be fulfilled, and you would realize and come to understand, why you were in such positions, why you had to learn that way, why, for example, you did medicine, but you are currently in the finance space, and how those two things tie together. Trust God on this one, and you will be amazed at what he's doing. Again, we are all work in progress. No one has gotten to the finish line, right? We are all work in progress. So whatever you're learning today can be used much more in the future in ways that you may not even realize or even understand. But trust that God definitely, for him to do this, knows exactly what he's doing. If there's any areas you feel you're struggling with, oh Lord, why am I doing this? What is the purpose? How about you just let God lead you in that aspect? He's your Lord, right? And we'll discuss submission in this week as well. But he's your Lord, so let him lead you in the way he has predestined you to be led. So thank you for listening to me today, and God bless you. Remember, I love you. I love you. Bye.